Hello everyone. What you're looking at right now is an enlarged picture of the image that I'm about to draw. Underneath you see me folding the page, but let's get to the point. I'm going to be drawing the negative space around the tree and around and in between the birds. So if you look at the greenery to the left of the tree, the greenery to the right of the tree, in between the bird's face, his legs, and all the way to the right. That's what I'm actually going to be drawing. And when I draw those shapes, they're going to give me the bird, they're going to give me the tree, and they're going to give me the land mass that I need to actually start my painting process. This is how I draw with negative space. So now I'm going to begin. So this is the actual drawing. Now I'm going to be looking at the drawing, and you're going to see an inset pop up on the right because you can't see the one on the left, and put a series of dots on the masking tape that's going to represent the negative space to the left of the tree. This will be where I'm putting a dot to start the negative space to the right of the tree, where the bird's upper body would begin, and that space that's kind of hooked around, I call it the nose. Now I'm making a dot towards the back where the bird ends. I'm going to go to the left and put a dot for the left side of the ground that he's standing on and the right side of the ground. And then I'm going to begin sketching not the tree or the bird, but the spacing in between is what I'm looking for. Those crazy shapes, like this one I call the nose, and the one that's on the opposite side of it. It has a little tiny little area at the top and it breaks wide. So I'm actually looking at those shapes, all the greenery shapes, not the bird itself, not the tree itself. And it will give me the bird, the tree, and the ground. Then I can start to use those lines to continue to try and look at those shapes to get them as the best that I can in this freehand drawing. They won't be 100% identical, but they'll be what I call just enough. So as you can see, I'm just darkening the lines and just reshaping, and I'm still really focusing in on the shapes that are in between the subject matter. That's what I call drawing in negative space, negative shapes. And it comes out really good. It's almost like Bugs Bunny running through a door, leaving that silhouette. It can't help it because I'm looking at just the shapes that surround the actual image, not the images themselves. And then, of course, once I get them, then I can focus in on some of the insides of those actual subject matters. But right now, it's all about placement. Just going to lift up some graphite, and there's my drawing. It's light. You don't see the dots, but I would rewind and watch this part a couple of times just to get a clear understanding that I'm drawing the shapes in between. Now I'm going to begin my washes. With my washes, it's a lot of water, a tiny bit of paint, and then I gradually put less water, more pigment as it starts to get darker. I can only describe that because this, I can't tell you how many times I dip, how much water I use, how many times I dip for the water with a little bit of paint I actually apply to start getting the grades to go darker and darker and darker. It's a trial and error thing, but that's the process. So now I'm quickly washing the colors very lightly from light to dark to build up the image to get a representation of the entire subject matter. And that's the end.